بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب يسر ولا تؤثر وتمم بالخير. I'd like to welcome all of you with Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessing of Allah be on all of you. Now, tonight's topic is Module 2, Teacher Training, the last class, which is 19th of August 25. And the participant Ustada will be Ustada Zakira, Ustada Bushra, Ustada Shami. And I believe per person is 20 minutes, Ustad?
Yes, 15 plus 5, yes.
15 plus 5. Okay, we will remind you after 15 minutes. And I'd like to welcome Ustada Zakira to share your documents and start the class, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدنا علما السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, today our topic is irregular verb. Under irregular verb, ajwaf verb. So just quick recap on the types of verbs that we have already studied in lesson 27. There are two types of verbs, sahi and ghairu sahi. Under ghairu sahi, we have three types, mahmuz, mu'atal, and mudaf. Mahmuz, where there is a harf illa in any one of the radicals. So this is again further divided into mithal, ajwaf, naqis, and lafif. So our today's topic is ajwaf. So ajwaf in Arabic literally means hollow, because the middle root letter or the second radical of the root letter is weak. So here we have qawala, the second radical weak middle root letter is weak, wow. And in this baya'a, ya. So because the middle root letter is weak, this is why it is called hollow ajwaf. So now let's go through step by step all the rules and talil process of ajwaf verb. So the first rule is on the madi side, if waw or ya harka is prominent and preceded by fatha, then waw or ya is replaced by alif. Means here we have one verb, qawala, qaf, waw, la, based on the bab nasara yansiru, we get qawala yaqulu. So what it say, if waw or ya harka is prominent, here we have wa with harka prominent, and before that is fatha. So we have fatha before waw, fatha. Then that waw and ya is replaced by alif. So this waw is replaced by alif and it become qala. So let's take another example. Ba, ya, ain, based on daraba family, it will become baya'a. So ya is prominent here with the fatha, and before ya we have fatha here. So the ya will change to alif and it will become ba'a. Then ain, waw, noon, based on nasra family, awana. So waw is prominent here. Before waw we have fatha. This waw will change to alif and become ana. One more, jim, ya, hamza, based on the Raba family, jaya'a. So ya is prominent here before fatha. So ya will change to alif and become ja'a. Last one more example, sheen, ya, hamza, based on Samia family, it becomes sha'i'a. So here the ya is prominent with kasra here, and before ya we have fatha. So this ya turns to alif become sha'a. So this is Madi rule. And the changes that the Talil process is if waw or ya is prominent and preceded by fatha, it will change to alif. Now the rule number 2 on Mudare. So Mudare said there are two changes. If waw or ya is with harka and there is a sukoon before it, then the harka of waw ya goes to the letter before it. So here in the previous example, we have qawala and the present tense mudare is yaqulu. So what it's saying is if waw or ya is with harka. So here we have waw, middle letter with harka with dhamma. But before that, there is a sukoon. So here we have sukoon on the fa kalima. So what it's saying is the harka of waw will transfer to the letter before it. So the waw with dhamma will transfer to fa kalima. So it become yaqulu. So the second rule, it says the waw or ya will change to the matching. Means if we have dhamma, the waw letter and ya letter become waw. If we have fatha before it, it become alif. If we have kasra, then it become ya. So based on the second rule, we have waw that harka is transferred to the fa letter. This waw matching, we have waw only. So no need of any change. So it become yaqulu only. So the next example, yab, i'u, the here the ya radical, the second radical ya with kasra. But before that we have sukoon, so the harka will get transferred to that, and based on that harka, so this ba we have with kasra. The kasra respective letter is ya. So here already we have ya, so there is no change here. So yabi'u, yabi'u. Similar way, ya'unu become ya'unu, yajiyu become yajiyu. So here yashya'u. So here ya with fatha, before that sukoon. So this ya harka will transfer to this fa kalima. It become yashay'u. So here we have fatha. The fatha equivalent is alif. That is the reason this alif, this ya becomes alif and become yasha'u for mudare. And this one we have already covered and above. Qawala, yaqulu become this waw is prominent, and before that we have fatha. It become qala, madi. Yaqulu become yaqulu. Qawama become qama, madi. Yaqumu, transfer the harka, and related to the harka, the waw ya will get changed. Yaqumu. So here we have form 4 af'ala pattern, aqwama. So aqwama, here the waw is with harka. Before that letter we have sukoon, so we have to transfer this harka to the first letter. So it become aqawma, and then here waw has to be changed according to this harakat. So for fatha we have alif, then it become aqama. So now mudare is yuqwimu, yuf'ilu. So it become yuqimu. Then waw, before that we have kasra. So for kasra it is ya, so it become yuqimu. So we have one more example here for form 1, jawaba. So it become jaba. Yaj'ubu become yajubu. This is form 4. Ajwaba, yujwibu. Ajwaba become ajaba, and yujwibu become yujibu. So here also the waw harka transfer to this letter, and the waw has to change according to this. So we have kasra, so ya will come yujibu. So this is also same, the form were arada, yuridu, and awada, ya'udu. Ya'udu become yu'idu. So now rule number 3 is based on for Madi Majhul. So here this Madi Majhul will be on the pattern of Fila. So here we have Qala. So based on this pattern, after Fa, Ya will get added to the Fa letter. So it become Qi and the last letter will be the remain same. So Qala become for Madi Majhul, passive voice, it become Qila. For Ja'a, Ji'a. So this is the pattern for Madi Majhul, Fila. Now the rule number 4 for the Hunna. So here for the above we have taken the Qawala pattern, right? So we'll conjugate this. Qala, Waw become Alif because there is Waw is prominent, and before that we have Fatha, Waw will change to Alif. It become Qala. Now if we conjugate Qala, Qala, Qalu, Qalat, Qalata. Now when you come to the Hunna Siga, we will get two sakins here. One alif sakin and lam sakin. Whenever we have two sakin, the weak letter of the verb. The weak letter of the verb is alif. The waw is got replaced by alif. That should get dropped. Then it become qalna. So if it is bab nasra, if this verb is bab nasra, we have to add dhamma to the fa kalima. Then it is become qulna. If it is other than Nasra family, the Kasra will get added. So in Fa Kalima, if it is a Nasra Bab, then Dhamma is added to the Fa Kalima. Otherwise, Kasra will added to the Fa Kalima. So here we have one more example. Baya'a, if we conjugate, Ba'a, Ba'a, Ba'u, Ba'at, Ba'ata, Ba'ana. So here again we have two sakins here, two sukuns here. So weak verb, weak letter of the verb get dropped. It become ba'na. Since it is from daraba family, so kasra is added to the fa kalima. Bi'na. One more example. Khafa, khafa, khafu, khafat, khafata, khafna. Again two sakin, weak letter of the verb gets dropped. It's become khafna. Since this is Samia family, kasra is added. So it becomes khifna. So this one I will explain after explaining this Amar formation. So Qawala become Qala, Madi first Siga. Its Hunna pattern is Qulna. Qawama, Qama, Hunna pattern is Qumna. Qawamna become Qamna, two sakins. One get dropped, illat word get dropped, and since this is bab nasra, dhamma is added. Qumna. Awada, aada, then hunna siga would be awajna, then it turned to alif, then this is weak letter, it becomes drop, then adna, since this is nasra family, it becomes udna. Similar way, zayada becomes zidna. Shayna becomes shi'na. So now here we have one verb with the amal. From bab nasra, ma'ata, the root letters is mim, waw, tha. Actually it is mawata. So here waw is prominent. Before that fatha, waw turns to alif, it becomes mata. And its mudare is yamutu. So from yamutu, to make the amar, we have to take the second person, tamutu. So from tamutu, mudare verb, mudare letter we have to drop, it becomes mutu. Then we have to make it majuzum. So if you make majuzum, we'll get mu. This is also sukun and ta is also sukun. There are two sukuns. So the rule is whenever we get two sukuns, the weak letter of the verb will get dropped. So it becomes mud. So this is based on nasra. The same root letter based on daraba family, it is mata, yamitu. So to make the amar, the mudare letter is dropped, ya, then it becomes mitu, then sukun last letter, meet. There are again two sakins. The weak letter of the verb will get dropped. It becomes myth. This is the amar formation. So now the rule number 5, change alif in ism fa'il and masdar. If the alif is followed by waw or ya, then the waw or ya is replaced by hamza. Normal, the fa'il pattern for form 1 is fa'ilun. Fa'ilun. So based on that, nasara, nasirun. And for adverb word, qaf, waw, lam, it becomes qawilun. So what it's saying is, if alif is followed by waw or ya. So here we have alif followed by waw or ya. Then this waw and ya will replaced by hamza. So this waw got replaced with hamza and it become qailun. So one more example here, ba'i'un. So here again alif is followed by ya, and this ya is replaced by hamza, ba'i'un. So one more example, zayada, zada, yazidu, fa'ilun. Based on fa'ilun pattern, it is za'idun. Alif followed by ya, ya will replace into hamza. It become za'idun. So here one more point is, this rule is not only to the adverb, it is also for the other verbs as well. So here we have other verb, naqis verb, seen, waw, seen, mim and waw. Based on that we get the masdar, sama'un. So here alif followed by ya or waw. So here we have waw. This waw is changed to hamza. It becomes sama'un. This is the masdar. One more, bab, noon, ya.
15 minutes.
Banayun, binaun. So, laqiya, yalqa, liqaun, liqa'an. So, ya change to hamza. This is form 4. Alqaya, yulqiyu. Based on the masdar of form 4 is if'alun. Based on if'alun, ilqayun, ilqayun. So, alif followed by ya turns to hamza. Ilqa'un. So the last rule here is in ajwaf, the bab ifal, the form 4 and form 10 bab istifal, we get extra tamarbuta at end. So the form 4 masdar is if'alun, if'alun pattern. So af'ala yufilu, aqama, yuqimu, if'alun pattern, it should be iqamun. But the tamarbuta, extra tamarbuta will get added for the ajwa verb. So it becomes iqamatun. So the same root if we take for the form 10, we get istaqama, yastaqimu, istiqamatun. So we get tamarbuta at last, at end. So in summary, I just prepared one simple table here for Madi and Mudare. So where the changes happened. Qawala, waw replaced with alif because we have fatha before that. It become qala, and from here the normal conjugation happened. Qala, qala, qalu, qalat, qalata. Now again here the changes happen. 2 seconds will come. So weak letter of the verb get dropped. It become qulna. If it is bab nasra, then damma, and fa kalima, else kasra. Then from here, taking this, the again normal conjugation happens. Qulta, qultuma, qultum, qulti, qultuma, qultunna, qultu, qulna, qulna. So coming to mudare, yaqulu. So here we have the weak letter with the damma, and the heavy letter is with the sukun. So we have to transfer this haraka to the heavy letter. So it becomes yaqulu. Then from here, normal conjugation, yaqulani, yaquluna, taqulu, taqulani. Here changes happens again because here 2 seconds we will get. So the weak letter of the verb get drops. Then it becomes yaqulna. Again, taqulu, taqulani, taquluna, taqulina, taqulani. The same changes happen here for taqulna. Then aqulu, naqulu, naqulu. Alhamdulillah, I have covered all the required points in this topic. Allahumma anfa'ana bima 'allamtana wa 'allamna ma yanfa'una wa zidna ilman. Jazakumullahu khairan.
What makes me feel so good, subhanallah, when I hear a lesson from a teacher, I notice, how much they copied, okay, word for word, style by style, including, this rhyme-based memorization thing. And then finally, how much they made it better. I have been noticing it. If you are in my position, you will do the same. And it's not just Sister Zakira only. It's a number of people, students in Module 1 and Module 2, I noticed, subhanAllah. And Ustad Muhammad, this is first time I noticed, okay? This is 5th year we are running. And this is first time I have been noticing. I hope you get the point what I'm saying. That I'm clearly noticing who is copying 100%. And not only that, some actually even made it more than 100%. So Sister Zakira is one of them, alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you. Alhamdulillah, so pleased, sister, okay? And alhamdulillah, summarization is another very, very good way.
So next, Ustada Bushra, please
Yeah.
share the document and start your lesson.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. So I'll be covering naqis verbs, but before that I'll very quickly go through aqsamul af'al. We know that aqsamul af'al are of two types. We know with sahih verbs and ghayru sahih verbs. And ghayru sahih, I'll just cover very quickly. It's divided into three categories. We know it's mahmuz, mutal, mudafun. Now, naqis, it is in mutal. We just open it very quickly. So mutal, we memorized that it's with 4 letters, categorized with 4 letters, which is manal, mithal, jawab, naqis, and lafif. And I'll be covering naqis, which literally means reduced. And it is when the harf illa, the defective letters, the waw and ya, is in the third radical of the word, which is in the end. And in naqis verbs, as other verbs, we have several rules. So the first rule, I would say it's the fatha rule. So the first rule says about waw and ya. Then we know that naqis verbs it's in the third radical. What happens in the rule number 1? It says that if we have a waw and ya, and the preceding letter, we have a fatha on top of it, then this waw changes into alif, and ya with dot changes into ya. So I'll just repeat it again. Waw and ya, if it has a preceding letter with a fatha on top of it, this waw changes into alif, and ya with dots changes to ya without dots. In this example, da'awa. Here we have a fatha before waw. So this waw changes into an alif and becomes da'a. He invited or he prayed. Then baka ya. Again, we have a fatha before the ya. So this ya with dot becomes alif maksura. So it becomes baqa with a prolonged sound. In this rule, we will also touch on the kasra part. I would combine these two parts. So the second rule, I would say the kasra here, it's saying that if we have, actually, let's go first to the rule number 2 and then we'll come back to here. So it says that if we have a kasra before waw, then this waw changes into ya. Here we have radi wa. Because we have a kasra before the waw, this waw changes into ya. So this is the rule number 2. But there's exception with ya. When we have a ya with dots, when the kasra before that, this ya remains unchanged. Number 1, but I would combine this. So before ya with dots, if we have a second radical, which is a kasra, this ya remains unchanged. And if we have a kasra before waw, here as we have radi wa, this waw will change to ya. Then rule number 3, it's about mudari verbs and about damma rule. So we're coming to the damma part. So whether it's a waw, whether it's a ya, if we have a damma on top, it is difficult to us to pronounce it. So basically in the ta'lil process, what happens is the damma is becoming sukun, is changing into sukun. In this case, we have yakhshayu. Yakhshayu. This, as per the rule, we said it can't be damma. The damma takes a sukun. And it changes, as we say, it changes to alif maksura. This is alif maksura with a prolonged sound, so it becomes yakhsha. So this damma takes a sukun. In this case, yarmiyu. Even it's difficult to pronounce, like yarmiyu. This damma again, because it's for easy pronunciation, this damma is changed to sukun and becomes yarmi. The same way, yad'u, we have a damma, so this waw with the damma changes to sukun. So rule number 3 on mudari verbs, whether it's a waw, whether it's a ya with damma, it takes the waw and the ya will take a sukun. Then rule number 4, it is amr formation. This is pretty much easy because we know the formation of amr. Here we change it to second form, anta form. So it's tarodayu. Alamat mudari, first of all, should be removed. It becomes, you see, ra, the ba, you, actually it becomes, but again, this you, as per the rule, this damma, rule number 3, we said, yarda you, this damma will take a sukun, so it becomes ra, ba, with a prolonged sound. And amr formation, we know hamzatul wasl comes in and takes the harakat, depending on the ayn kalima, so it takes e. So it's irda. And the last stage of amr formation, we know that something has to drop. So what is dropping? Here the ya is dropping. So it becomes irda. Same way, tahdi, actually it was tahdiyu. Tahdiyu becomes tahdi. Then it has its sukun, as per the rule, hamzatul wasl comes in and something should drop. So this ya is dropped and becomes ihti, which is the final version of amr. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the main rules for naqis. Again, this I would say this is the fatha rule. This I would say the kasra rule together. And then we have a damma rule and amr rule. So these all rules are actually combined in this rule number 5, and there are few points, new things to talk about. So we would be going of the formations of Madi, Mudari, Amr, and Ismu Fa'il versions. Now, first of all, Madi verb, Da'awa. Da'awa becomes da'a. This is rule number 1. We already said that fatha rule, if there's a fatha, this waw changes to alif. Then, Mudari verb. Yad'u, why? Because it's Nasara family. Yansuru, yad'u. Again, this Dhamma is fishy, so this Dhamma is changed to sukun. This is rule number 3, we said, the rule for Mudari verbs. It changes, the waw changes to sukun. And then we have Amr formation. Again, from the Mudari yad'u conjugation, second form we take tad'u. So tad'u, here it becomes actually tad'u. We have one more formation here, tad'u, because again dhamma, again rule 3 is applied. And then we have, you see, what is left is this, and then Hamzatul wasl comes in and something should be removed at the end, like noon is removed in the plurals of the amr. So here we have udu'u. This is the final version of amr. Now, fa'ilun, ismu fa'il pattern. Here we have da'ayun. This is basically, we know this is the original Madi form. So this is the original filing form, ismu file form from this. From da'awa, we have fa'ilun, da'ayun. Now, what is happening here is that in this second form, and this is the same basically. This one and this one is the same. Just the tanween here is broken down. So we break down the tanween, waw and noon. Then what happens is, as per the rule, the waw, first of all, it takes a sukoon, because of the dhamma, it takes a sukoon. Then it changes to ya. We said as per the rule number 2, if we have a kasra before it, this waw changes to ya, and it becomes da'in. But there are 2 sukoons side by side, which is not permissible. And that is why the weakest letter should be gone, should leave. So here we have the weakest letter, which is ya. This is gone. And what is left is da'in. And then we have the same pronunciation, da'in. What happened here is just we made it short. We made it simple. And that's the whole objective of the ta'lil process. When we started with tanween, when we broke down the tanween, this is the first process. So this is for a purpose we did it. So basically the whole objective of this operation is of the ta'lil process, to make it short, to make it simple, and to easier to pronounce. Okay, so the second, let's go to the second example. Radiwa. Radiwa becomes radiya. We know this is rule number 2. Kasra rule. This waw is changed to ya. Yardayu, yarda, I'll go fast. Yardayu, yarda. This is rule number 3, which is mudari rule. It's changed, this dhamma is changed to sukoon. Then with amr formation, yardayu, tardayu, tarda. Here we have one more formation, tarda. Then what is left is alamatu madari is removed, and rada becomes this. Hamzatul wasl bring in and remove something. That is the final version of amr. Fa'ilun, again pattern. We broke down our tanween. Radiyun becomes radin. Again, dhamma it's changed to sukoon. Then 2 sukoons can be side by side, and it becomes radin. The same, this is the same to make it short. Again, it has gone ta'lil process. Ramaya, Rama, again, this is fatha rule, rule number 1. Yarmiyu, yarmi, this is mudari verb, rule number 3 is applied here. This is the rule number 4, mainly amr formation. Again, yarmayu, tarmiyu, tarmi, this becomes a sukoon. Then Hamzatul Wasl is brought, and then this is removed, and this is the final version. Fa'ilun pattern again. Ramiyun, tanween is broken down here. What is happening here? Again, dhamma is changed to sukoon. And then 2 sukoons can be side by side. The weakest should be gone. This is left. This is the same, and it made it shorter. Khashia, basically this is the rule number 1 we spoke about kasra, that when ya comes and there's a kasra before it, this ya remains unchanged. So here khashia is unchanged, ya is unchanged, khashia is khashia. Then we have yakhshayu, yakhsha, mudari verb, again rule number 3. Dhamma is changed to sukoon with a prolonged sound, alif maqsura. Yakhshayu, takhshayu, takhsha it becomes. Then we have ikhsha, basically hamzatul wasl is brought. here we had a ya, which is removed. Fa'ilun pattern again. Khashiyun, tanween is broken down. Again, sukun, dhamma is changed to sukun. And then sukuns can be side by side. The weakest should be gone. Khashin, this is the simpler version. Hada, ya, hada. Again, this is the fatha rule. This is rule number 1. Yahdiyu becomes yahdi. Again, this is rule number 3. Mudari verb. This dhamma takes a sukun. Amr formation. Yahdiyu, tahdiyu, tahdi. Ta is removed. Alamatul mudari. Hamzatul wasl is brought up. And then something should be removed. This is removed. And this is the final version. Ihdi here. Ihdi. Then fa'ilun pattern again, the same. Hadiyun. Hadiyun becomes, so tanween is broken down again. This dhamma is changed to sukun as per the rule. And hadin, two sukuns can be side by side again. This weak letter is gone, is removed. Hadin. And hadin, we even pronounce it the same. So it's the same version, but the
15
simpler
minutes.
version. Then, ihtadaya. So this is iftala pattern, form 8. So iftala, ihtadaya, ihtada. Again, this is the fatha rule. This is rule number 1. Yaftadi. So yaftadiyu, it should be actually.
Correct.
Yafta'ilu. So yahtadiyu, it should be. Yahtadiyu becomes yahtadi. This is rule number 3. As we said, mudari rule that dhamma is changed to sukun. Then we have amr formation here. Yahtadiyu, tahtadiyu, tahtadi. Sukun, it changed to sukun. Hamzatul wasl is added and something should be dropped. Ya is dropped and this is ihtadi, the final version. And the last one, so mufta'ilun. For form 8 it is muhtadiyun. Because the tanween is broken down again. Muhtadiyun becomes muhtadin because this dhamma changes to sukun. Then again, sukuns can be side by side and weakest letter should be gone. Muhtadin, muhtadin. This is the after the ta'lil operation. This is the simplest version. Okay. And we have two rules, rule number 6 and rule number 7. So here basically let's focus on this part. So here the rule says that if the waw and the ya are side by side, the waw is replaced by ya because it has to join to the other ya here and make an idgham version of it. So it becomes marduyun. Actually, it becomes marduyun, but as we see, it's difficult to pronounce. So after ta'lil process, it became marduyun. The same way, mabnuyun was changed to mabniyun. And rule number 7, Majid fi verbs, we know that it is more than 3-letter verbs, extra letter verbs. So here it basically says that in form 4, first of all, let's see again, just atawa. Atawa, we have a fatha. So as per the rule number 1, we know that this waw should be changed to alif. So ata it becomes. But in Majid fi verb in form 4, for example, this waw is not changed to alif, but it's changed to ya here. So it's just saying fa, you see there's ya ending, and in UP, this is ya ending. This is not the ta'lil process, this is just a madi verb, and this is mudari. Yeah, it's madi, it's mudari. So af'ala yufailu pattern. Yeah, so the main thing I would say the 2 pages are main. So these 4 rules. which is the Fatha rule, the Kasra rules before it, with the Dhamma rule and Amr formations of naqis verbs. We said naqis verbs is harf illat when it is on the third radical, which is on the end, vowel ya. And rule number 5, we hear the new thing here is the fa'ilun, ismu fa'il formation. And basically, as I mentioned, the main objective of the ta'lim process was only 3 things, which is to make short, simple, and to pronounce it easily. And that is why all this process is going on. Alhamdulillah, I'm done. Start.
MashaAllah, 19 minutes and 15 seconds.
Very well presented, very detailed, very clear. I like the word operation, and it is important if you have a mindset like this. These are such operation. All teachers, before you start teaching this ta'lil process of Gaidus Sahih Bhar, you have to mention there will be surgical operation. So get your knife and scissors ready, because you will do operation. And the purpose, 3 purpose. In the beginning, all these changes, if they don't know why this is being done, they will never get it. The purpose is common sense. You are trying to make it short, you are trying to make it simple, and you are trying to make it easier to pronounce it. That's that. In the beginning, you'll just say, they have changed this from this to this to this because of this. Makes sense. And the other thing, when you said broken down, yes, I said it in broken down, but just one quick point, it might be helpful. Can you see? Say you got, excuse me, this is say sponge bed or brick block, whatever. You got 3 big blocks, okay? Now, a big bulldozer came over it. So a big bulldozer came over it. So what is going to happen? It is just going over this. So first thing is happening, it is going to compress it, okay? Compress it, compress this, compress this. So this is now being flattened because it is going over. So it's compressed, compressed. Then what happens? Because it needs space. So as a result of that, what happened? This is flattened now. So as a result of that, the smaller piece is taking longer space. It was 3 before, now it is 6, for example. It means da'i'un has now broken down small piece where it can be squeezed or squeezed, pressured, and now it is longer. This is surgical process step 1. And then what you are doing, you are now seeing inside the body, you are inside the abdomen, and the surgeon is saying, oh, I can take this out. It's not needed. I can take this out. Yeah, it's not needed. So finally, you make it same length as before, even probably less length than original 3. This is the concept, remember. All these rules, okay? If you can explain this in the beginning somehow, you will be the best teacher for this Gaidus Sahih. Gaidus Sahih verb, people cry. So Alhamdulillah, we are very happy with everything. Allah, thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's fine. Okay. So Ustad, next is, she's got a question, Ustad, okay?
Yeah, no problem. Ustad Shami, please share your document.
Yes, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Which lessons you're doing?
Lesson 31.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So,
This is quite big, isn't it?
yes, Ustad.
You
Pray for me.
can choose whatever you want to.
Inshallah.
It has got, example page, everything. whatever you choose. Okay, it's fine.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So far we have learned about the irregular verbs, the ghayru sahih and sahih verbs, especially the ghayru sahih, which are divided into three groups. Let me get my pen. Okay, so mahmuzun, mu'talun, and muda'afun. So mu'talun verb, they are divided into four groups, which are in short to remember: manan, M for mithalun, which we have covered already, and then A for ajwafun, which also covered by Ustada Zakira, and then third one naqisun, which is covered by Ustada Bushra. So inshallah I'll be covering mu'talun, lafifun verb, which is the final member of the mu'talun family. And also in this lesson we'll be covering mudaf verb, which is the last in ghayru sahih verbs. So first, let's look at lafif verbs. What is lafif verbs? So what is the definition of lafif? So the definition of this is when waw and ya more than one radical. So it can come in two different places, and depending on that, it is divided into two groups. First one is lafif makrun, and the other one is lafif mafruk. So makrun we can remember like karib, close. So two radicals when they're close to each other, that is makrun, and mafruk, which is farak, like distance, they are apart from each other. That is lafif mafruk. So lafif makrun, where waw and ya appear as the second and third radical, so they are close to each other, and lafif mafruk, where waw and ya appear as the first and third radicals. Now, here are some examples like yak, yaku, witu. Sorry, kawa, yeah. So here, waw and ya is close to each other, second and third radicals, which is lafif makrun. And in this example, waqaya, whereas waw and ya, they are apart from each other, first and third radicals. That's why it is lafif mafruk. So now we will be going some rules. So there are not that much for the armor formation. There is one of the rules, which is first radical is omitted, so it dropped, and then in modari, and third radical also omitted in amr. So here, if you look at this example, wa, qa, ya. So this is the root letters where waw and ya is in the first and third radicals, which is lafif mafruk, because they are apart from each other. So when it is in modari, yaqi, and then this ya and the last ya, both of them dropped, alamatul modari, and the ya at the end, the last letter dropped, and just the formation, the final letter is left, is qi. So it's quite extraordinary, this one. So qi means save. And then also other example, wa, a, ya. So this is the root letters, wa, a, ya, where when it is in amr form, it is ya, I, you. And then wa and ya, sorry, the ya of the mudari. So let me write it down. My handwriting is not very good. Try inshallah. So ya, and then, okay, so this is ya, e, and o, okay, however. So this ya and this ya drop, and the left is
Yeah.
so this is left, so it means understand.
Yes.
So
Order.
this is this is the amr rules for lafif, mafruk, and makruk. So here are some Quranic examples that we'll be going into to find out where the lafif, because there are two types, which one is lafif makruk and makrun, and which one is lafif mafruk. So first example here, Auzubillahi minash shaitani rajim, tawasaw bil haqqi. they enjoined or advised the truth. So here, tawasaw, as we can see, this is the weak letter and this is the weak letter. So this one is in the first radical and this one is in the third radical. So this is lafif mafruk because they are distant from each other. The next one, and this is also like the root letter is wa, so, ya. Okay, so because of the plural, we can see this. And so here, waw, swad, and ya, this is the root letters. And this is form 1, wasoya, and in the form 6, that is tawasaw. Now, the next example, waqo tabsahu, he saved himself. So here, the lafif verbs. This one is first radical waw and the third radical ya, and this is first and third radical. That means it is lafif mafruk. And the root letters are wa, qaf, and ya. The next example, la yaku. So here, it means he was not. So here, the noon dropped. So as you can see, yakuna was the actual verb. And then because of mazum form, noon drop. And because waw is the weak letter, so waw drop as well. So yaku. This is the mazum form because we know that lam makes the mudari to mazum and also that gives the meaning in negative. Now number 4 is in huwa illa wahyun. Because of my writing, I cannot see. Let me rub it out. Okay. In huwa illa wahyun yuha. So here we know that in and illa, this is other than hasr, giving the exclusivity. So our we have to find out the lafif verbs. So here is waw in the first radical and ya in the third radical. So that means it is lafif mafruk, which one? The radicals are distant from each other, and this is the root letter is wahaya, waha. Now, the 5th example, this is actually about the nakis verb, because we know that when the weak letter is in the third radical, that is the rule of nakis, so which is already covered. So now, next rule, we'll be learning about the mudaf verb. So the net definition of this is when second and third radicals are identical, means they are same. So examples, hajja. So here you can see like okay, so here first one has sukun, second one has fatha. So these two letters, they are same, so they are identical. So when second and third radicals are identical, they look similar, then it is mudaf verb. This is the definition of mudaf verb. Now, let's look at some rules. For idgham, we know assimilation when they join together. So here, radda and plus na, which is the attached pronoun. So it is radadna. So when two identical letters are side by side and with a haraka, so first is given a sukun, like radda. So here, first one has a sukun. And when it is with the attached pronoun, it is radadna. So this is the rule of the idgham. And then for majum form, so to avoid two consecutive sukuns, a haraka is added. So two sukuns cannot go side by side. So there has to do something. So when, let's look at this example. Lam yahujja. So here hajja, this is the madi verb. And then when it is madari, then yahujju. And then when it is in majum, then we can see both of the jim has sukun. So these two sukun cannot go side by side. So because of this, one haraka is added, which is fatha, so yahujja. So yahujja, it is the form of mansum form. The third rule is about amr or command form. So this is pretty simple, same as the mansum, because amr also, let's look at this example, mudari sign. and the final haraka are removed. So, and fatha is added to avoid two sukuns. So in this example here, hajja, it is in second person, so tahujju, and then here tahuj. So here two sukun side by side. So by this rule, the two sukuns cannot go side by side. So you have to add fatha. So then it becomes hujja. So this is the final form of the armor formation. So these are the main rules about the mudaf. So we know that when two letters, they are side by side, then it is an identical, then that is mudafun. And there are three rules that we can follow: idgham and mazum and amr. Like when these rules apply to these scenarios, this is how it looks like. Now we'll be going over some examples. I'll be skipping this one because these examples is coming to the next chapter, same kind of examples. So just an overview of this. So lafi verbs. So when wow and yeah, their placement. So they can be distant to each other, and then can be close to each other. And also their conjugation depends on their type, because we know there are two types, makrun and mafruk. Makrun plus for closer radicals and mafruk for distance radicals. And mudaf verbs simplify through idgham, and their forms are adjusted in mansub and amr to prevent two consecutive sukuns. So this
Okay.
is in a nutshell about this chapter.
For example, tawassaw, what is it? Tawassaw. We cannot find the letters from situation, an example like that. It will be always madi form. Waw, swad, ya. Original madi is wasaya. Okay. From that, we can see waw is the first letter and the ya is the last letter. In that way. From Mudario, we will not be able to identify. And if we do, that could be wrong. So that's one point. The other point we need to remember, I didn't mention it here. Wasaya is form 1, then wasaya, form 3, and then form 6. I don't know if anybody can remember 2536 formula.
Perhaps.
Can anybody remember 2536? I didn't mention it many times, maybe once. Anyone can remember our existing students or ustazas? What is the 2536 thing? Two is fa. Two is fa'ala. And then comes 5. It means ta added before the fa'ala. So 2, 5. Linked. Then 3 is fa'ala. Then ta added 6 from 6. Tafa'ala. 2536. So if you remember that, her point is 9.9, Ustad, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, this might create sweating, Ustad, okay? Because so far, they prepared and came back, mashallah, they all did so well, subhanallah. But this is without any preparation. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, this is the test for everybody here. Is Brother Rashid here yet? Oh, no, gone.
No, he's gone.
He's gone, okay.
Yeah.
Now, my dear sisters, it's a grammar analysis test. We've got 4 verses from Surah Baqarah, very common, and I would ask Sister Shammi, Sister Zakira, Sister Bushra, we never did this exercise. We never taught you this. But I do know that you have some understanding. I'm not expecting anyone to be absolutely perfect here. It's called tarkib process, tarkib, okay? Construction of the sentence. Construction of the sentence. So we'll be doing this. Now, Sister Shammi, I would ask you to do this. And Sister Bushra to do this. And Sister Zakira to do this. Again, I'm saying that, say, there are 10 points here, and you may get 0, for example, or you may get 3. I won't be surprised because we never thought about it. This is really post-module 2 exercise, module 3 level, alhamdulillah. But I want to see where it stands. But I think you would be doing well. Okay, so Sister Shammi, if
Yes,
you could
Ustad.
tell us, if you could tell us, whatever you understand the grammatical breakdown. Only thing you don't tell us that Zalika is Ismul Ishara and Al-Kitabu is Musharun Ilahi, you may avoid because this is basic, this is everybody knows. But what is the relationship between Zalika, Al-Kitabu, La Raiba, Fihi, Hudallil Muttaqin? This is a complete, okay, I will give you a hint to everybody. This is a complete clause here. Let's say clause. Clause means combination of sentence or sentences or murakkab, phrase. So it has got everything. You need to tell us whatever you understand.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
If you think it's Jumlatul Ismiya, you should say Mubtada Khabar or Yani Mutalik, etc. And if you see 2 Jumlatul Ismiya, if you see, you need to establish and then connect each other. Try, okay? Inshallah.
Okay, so here, ذلك, that is the book. So ذلك is مبتدا. And then al-kitabu la rayba fihi. So this is the khabar. And also the relationship between this is obviously the Musharun Ilahi and the Ismul Ishara and La Raiba Fihi. So
Okay, you
the
said
book
khabar starts from
khabar.
Al-Kitabu. Where does it finish?
And then
Where does it finish, khabar?
and La Raiba Fihi. So this is the book. No. La Raiba Fihi. So La and then Raiba Fihi Hudan lil Muttaqina. So this is a compound khabar.
Khabar
The
starts
rest.
from where again? Starts from where? Al-Kitabu or La?
That is so Al-Kitabu.
Okay,
Al-Kitabu, the khabar starts from here.
starts from here and
So
finishes?
that is the book.
Finishes where?
So khabar start.
Finishes where?
So La Raiba Fihi, the book, no doubt in it. With the guidance for the muttaqin. So
Okay,
it is a compound khabar.
Where does khabar finish? You started here.
Lil
Where does it?
muttaqina. It's up to muttaqina.
Oh, everything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you have got one Jumlatul Ismi, sorry, it is whole, according to you, it's a whole Jumlatul Ismiya, one Jumlatul Ismiya, you got this Mubtada, and the rest is khabar, according to you. Okay?
Yes, compound khabar.
Okay. Answer is this. Those who are senior, make sure you correct it in case if it is wrong, you have, and if you are right, it's fine. The standard, which is the best explanation, there are different ways people do this, and this is the best one, and there is no dispute about it. So this is an murakkab ishari. So together they can be mubtada. This is mubtada. Khalas. Musharun ilay murakkab ishari. We will not split. You know, some people will also say it's correct. Mubtada and khabar itself. But whatever it is a murakkab together, 2 words together is a mubtada here. Now question is, where is the khabar of this? La, by meaning, la raiba fihi. Okay, this is the book. There is no doubt
No doubt in it.
In it. The khabar finishes here. Mubtada and khabar here now. La rayba fihi. So what is happening with that? Hudal lil muttaqin. A guidance. A guidance for the muttaqin. So the best translation, best explanation of that is this is khabar 2. Khalas. Okay, try to remember this and don't forget it, please. Okay.
Yes,
You
sure.
understand? You
Just
understand clearly? Yeah.
Yes, so I was thinking Zalika, that is, that's
No.
why, but Al-Kitabu, obviously,
Yeah,
that,
yeah. Let's leave it like that because we'll be doing others as well. Remember this explanation, please, inshallah. Say that Mubtada is the first phrase, then La Rayba Fihi is khabar 1, and this is khabar 2. This is universal. And about this Tarkib grammatical analysis, there are variation, there are differences, different experts, different scholars will do this different way. They all are correct in their way, but I'm just giving you will be using this. Simple, polish. You will not go any dispute, finish. Okay, done. And Ustad, I will give her on this point, out of 10, I will give her 3. You remember that, okay? I'm not making, okay, I'll write it down here. Okay, Sister Bushra, are you ready?
No, I'm scared, but I will try.
Yeah. It is very complicated, yeah.
Okay, so الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. So الذين, this is اسم الموصول. يؤمنون فعل مضارع. So this is where the silatul mawsul start from yu'minuna bilghaybi wa yuqimuna salatu till the end. This
So
is
Silatul Mawsul starts from here. My question is, if it starts from here, why does it finish?
Yu'minuna, it starts from here and it's just on yu'minuna bilghaybi. Bilghaybi.
It finishes here, okay?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So what is happening with those then?
So this is just a moment. وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ مفعول. الصلاة is the مفعول, so I think the sila is the whole thing. Till ينفقون.
You give me one answer because I have to give you scope.
I'm sticking with that, yeah. Sila is the whole thing.
So you're speaking to?
Sila is the whole thing from yu'minuna till yunfikun.
Are you sure?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. This is correct answer number 1. Now, how much I'll give you, it will depend on my next question to you. What would help you to now say, yeah, definitely, this is all one Silatul.
The harf wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yes. This is the power of this. You see, this is fail, is it right?
Yeah.
This is fail. This is being connected with that. So this is Silatul Mausul 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then wow again, and this is fail, okay? This is fail. Again, this is connected to that as well. So this wow is being connected to that, and this wow is connected to that. With this ataf in the middle, this whole thing is one. Then inside you should go back saying on the first Silatul Mausul, I have got Jar Majrur Muta'alliq, etc. Then you can see,
Mudari, the maf'ul,
salawat. Maf'ul you can say, then you can say mim.
And
then
because
Ma is Silatul Mawsul again, then you can make, sorry, Ismul Mawsul again, then you can miss Silatul Mawsul, etc. Then there is another construction here. This is actually Yunfikun Razaqnahum.
Yeah, that's majhul.
Yeah, so these are all like
Yeah.
additional, but
And
maybe,
because
yeah,
it is, if we go with the translation, الذين this يؤمنون بالغيب, this is describing muttaqin here. So this whole thing is the sifa also.
this is, oh, it's correct. Okay, now you got 10. Okay, now with the last point, which what you just said, because this is linked to that. This is linked to that. Okay, mashallah. Sister Zakira, you are in trouble. Are you sweating? Because you have to get 10.
I'll try my best.
No. I'm joking, sister. Please have fun. Do whatever you can do.
Yes, that. So, here, wow is ataf. Alladina is mawsul. And this is coming as a naat for lil muttaqina. Okay, here we are giving more description for muttaqina in the third ayah as well. So this is for naat as well. And yu'minuna bima unzila ilayka. This is silatul mawsul for allazina. Under this silatul mawsul, we have verbal phrase again, verbal sentence. Yu'minuna is fail. And bima jar and majroor. Unzila unzila ilayk. Here we have form for verb, and ilayka is jar majroor mutalliq bil fail unzila. Okay, and
So,
then
Silatul Mawsul starts here.
yes,
Where does it finish?
yu'minuna bima unzila ilayk.
Okay.
Okay, here one more ataf is started. Wow.
Yeah.
And then ma unzila wa ma unzila min qablik. This is one more silatul mawsul.
Okay.
Okay. And wa bil akhirati hum yuqinun. This is wa bil akhirati is khabar muqaddam, I feel. And hum is mubtada. And yuqinuna. Otherwise, wa bil akhirati is jar majroor mutalliq bil Qabar mutaliq bil fail yuqinuna. So it's giving more detail about yuqinuna. Wa bil akhirati. Whom yuqinun, who believed. So I feel whom is mubtada and yuqinuna is qabar here in the jumla failure. And wa bil akhirati is a jar majroor mutaliq bil fail yuqinun.
Yes.
That's what I understand.
And that wow is grammatically, syntactically matching because whom yuqinun bil akhirati.
Yes, it's for emphasis. It placed muqaddam.
Yes.
Bil
Yes.
akhirah.
MashaAllah, very good. One question, that is the 10 or less than 10 answer, score question. You said this is also sifat of muttaqin.
Yes.
Correct answer?
Yes, because it's describing that hudan lil muttaqin.
Is it your complete answer?
Yeah, sir.
No. It's a tricky little thing, and you would understand why I'm like a proper examiner here. This is actually ataf with this. This is not directly connected to the muttaqin, although it's representing this via media something, sister.
Yeah.
So I'll give you 9.5. I will give you 9.5 for that.
Oh, no problem. Ustad.
But you see the point here?
Okay, that allazina is connecting to muttaqina, so I thought
Yeah, it's just via media. So we need to. It needs to be mentioned. It's a different kind of discussion we are doing. It's not normal. Okay, it's advanced discussion. Alhamdulillah.
With this note, I say Barakallahu fikum. Subhanallah bihamdi subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Are you interested in the full version of this course or any of our other programs? Visit Al-Qur'an for details. We offer a comprehensive, step-by-step course structure from beginner to advanced through Module 1, Module 2, and Module 3, available as both live classes and self-study courses. Prefer flexibility? Our self-study option includes full video lessons, PDF, MCQ with answers, certificates upon completion, and full support. Simple, structured, spiritually satisfying. But don't just take our word for it. Check out what our students are saying on our website, Insha'Allah. Wa akhiru dawana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.